Welcome to the Pedestrian Infrastructure Assessment Toolkit and Manual. What is the PIAT? It's an ArcGIS toolkit for pedestrian infrastructure assessment and prioritization. It includes three toolboxes: a data management toolbox, a needs assessment toolbox, and a prioritization toolbox. And it comes with a manual and included data sets. The manual explains what each tool does, provides technical requirements for using the tools, provides step-by-step guidance for how to use it, uh, provides information about expected outputs from the tool, describes common error messages, provides a list of data sources and the required data formatting, and describes how the prioritization variables that are used in the prioritization toolkit are measured. There's a lot of data which is included in the PIAT toolkit. This slide shows the included layers, which include a pedestrian network layer, population counts, employment counts, the vulnerable population index and the component variables that make up the index, traffic signals, all pedestrian crashes, pedestrian fatalities and severe injuries, schools, K through 12, higher education, colleges and universities, retail locations, intersections, minor transit stops, major transit stops, and functional classification. The pedestrian network layer is a layer that was provided by Ecopia, purchased by BMC through Ecopia. This slide was provided by Ecopia and shows the methodology for creating that data. The methodology involves first capturing high resolution imagery of the street, then a proprietary AI tool is used to create vector layers from that high resolution imagery. The AI outputs are then distributed to human QCers who evaluate it and update it, and then that results in the final digital map. Now, there's one aspect of the process that is not represented here on this slide, which is that in the case of the data that was provided and created for BMC, BMC QC'd the data, and Ecopia then updated it based on feedback from BMC. How was the PIAT developed? The PIAT development process included stakeholder engagement. We had a kickoff meeting with the project steering committee, which included BMC members. We did a survey of BMC members to understand their needs, the type of data that they had available, what they wanted to use the PIAT for. And we had 4 focus group meetings with different types of groups. We had a suburban and local planning focus group. We had an urban focus group. We had a regional and transit focus group, and we had a data focus group. PIAT development also included a research phase, which involved analyzing methods for identifying and prioritizing pedestrian infrastructure needs. We looked into scalable data collection methods, and that's one of the reasons that Ecopia was identified as a potential data provider. And we looked at existing tools. Out of this research came a technical memorandum that included the findings from the stakeholder engagement and research processes and options for tool development. BMC reviewed the options and selected the direction of the tool that we ultimately pursued. We developed a draft of the tool. We pilot tested it with 2 pilot communities, and then based on the feedback that they provided, we developed a final tool. These are the technical requirements for using the PIAT. All of the tools require ArcGIS Pro. The sidewalk gap analysis tool and the pedestrian travel shed analysis tool require an ArcGIS Pro Advanced license for full functionality. And the travel shed analysis tool requires the spatial analyst extension to run.